ministry. So he's been here a long time. He's been here forever. John 1, 14, 15. Can you read that, Prophetess Eubanks?
John what? 1:14?
14,
14
15.
15. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and he beheld his glory. The glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. John bare witness of him and cried, saying, This was he of whom I spake. He that cometh after me is preferred before me, for he was before me.
So it's in his word. It's in the Bible. We read it for ourselves, so we know that it's true, because it's his word, because his word is true. Prophecies about the King. The Old Testament contains many prophecies about the King of Kings. A prophecy can be an immediate word from God, which reveals things about the future which cannot be known by natural wisdom. These Old Testament prophecies reveal how, when, and where the king was to be born, and many details about his life, ministry, death, and resurrection. The New Testament shows how Jesus fulfilled these prophecies. You can read the genealogy of the King of Kings in Matthew 1 through 17. You can read about the earthly birth of King Jesus in Matthew 1 and 2 and Luke 1 and 2. Now, they talk about the many names that Jesus has, but I counted them, I thought about them, and I looked up some of them, and it's even more than what they have here. It's like 121 here. They talk about the branch of the root of Jesse, Isaiah 1:1. In that day will be people who know the Lord. In that day, the heir to David's throne will be a banner of salvation to all the world. The nations will rally to him, and the land where he lives will be a glorious place. In that day, the heir to David's throne, the root of Jesse, will come, and he will rule over the Gentiles, the non-Jews, the ignorant of God, those without Christ. He does that today. He rules over everybody, anybody. He rules over all of us. Because sometimes when you get upset, and the first thing you say is, I don't know who I'm going to talk to, I don't know how I'm going to settle this, I don't know how I'm going to... Jesus. Jesus. It's Jesus. Don't wonder, don't worry about how you're going to do something, who you're going to take it to. We already know that you don't get on the phone, because people will have you on the phone forever and a day talking about everything except for what you want to talk about. And they'll keep on and they'll keep on, and you say, well, I got to go and I got to do this and I got to do that. Well, did you know this and this happened and that happened? And you're like, oh my God, I didn't know I was going to get into all of this. Rose of Sharon. I am the spring crocus blooming on the Sharon plains, the lily of the valley. Like a lily among thistles is my darling among young women. Like the finest apple tree in the orchard is my lover among other young men. I sit in his delightful shade and taste his delightful fruit. He escorts me to the banquet hall. When Prophetess Eubanks was talking about the Song of Solomon, and she opened up so many doors and roads and avenues and paths and understanding, it had never crossed my mind But the way she explained it to us, she broke it down in such a way. All I could say was, wow, okay, wow, okay. So I'm really enjoying this class is what I'm saying. So, Savior of the world, 1 John 4:14. And we have seen and do testify that the Father sent the Son to be the Savior of the world. There's just a few from 21, but I checked off some that spoke in the same verse, Isaiah 9:6.